I mean this when I say it. It's actually one of the biggest stories of our time for a variety of reasons, and that is that crisis at the border. We know drugs are coming through. Record number of migrants cross through illegally every day, and let's be real, these people aren't being kept track of. There are reports that they won't have their day in court for years from now before they see a judge. They'll be spread all over the country by then, so you can pretty much forget about that. It's actually laughable to think there's any kind of control down there at the border at this point. But like you said, let's focus now about the financial impact of this. And Katrina, I'm stunned. More people aren't talking about this. This past November, the House Committee on Homeland Security majority, they released a report, and according to one estimate, housing, education, healthcare, and other services under the Biden administration could exceed $450 billion. Now, with the way things are going now, that number is going to grow. Where does it stop? Does it stop at $1 trillion? Who knows at this point? And I've talked to a lot of experts about what's to come this year in 2024, and migrants see this as possibly the last year of the Biden presidency, and then the border is going to close. So trust me, the numbers, they're only going to go up. So it is so out of control that mayors of major cities are cutting back services to the American people living there. In New York, just for example, that means police, fire, upgrades to infrastructure, you name it. Mayor Adams says this could destroy New York City, the influx of migrants. I can give you all kinds of examples of things we could do with this money for our own people. So here's one I'm going to talk about. That's building schools for our children. I can tell you throughout my career, I've done countless stories about inner city schools, like in the town I used to work in, Philadelphia, that are riddled with asbestos. And yes, in some cases, the students, faculty, and staff, they were exposed to it. In fact, the Philadelphia School District website has a full page dedicated to it right on their website, talking about how they're going to try and rectify it. So I did a quick search today. How much on average does it cost to build a new school for our children? And according to the website Save Our Schools, they estimate it could cost anywhere from $20 to $50 million. Well, that number could be a little low. So here's what I did. Let's go a little bit higher. Let's go $100 million per school. So instead of spending $451 billion on migrants, like the estimates show, we could instead build potentially 4,510 new schools, and I'm going on a higher estimate there. If it were $50 million per school, that could be roughly 9,000 new schools for our kids. And again, I could go on and on about this, but I think we all get the point now. We could have the best of the best in this country if we only invested in ourselves and invested in our kids and their futures. In this case, all we have to do is close the border. Biden could do that. But for some insane reason, which will be revealed in time, we just don't know it yet, the Biden administration won't do it. And I think Americans should take this as a slap in the face because, Katrina, I know I do.